Buenos tardes. Sosua, Dominican Republic was good. It's the Donzel Action Jackson. And it is Monday, January 30th? Yeah, January 30th, 2022. I'm out here on beautiful Sosua Beach. Let me change the camera so you can actually see the beach and the water and the waves. I know you love looking at my beautiful self, but I'd rather you look at the beautiful scenery of Sosua, Dominican Republic. And man, real quick before we start anything, wanted to give a big rest in peace to Uncle Rudy. He passed away this time last Monday. Uncle Rudy is a man, yo. Rest in peace and condolences to my Aunt Dolores, my cousins Dwayne and Adrian, Rudy Jr., my other cousins Kaja, Alexander, the little ones. Yeah, it's always a blower when someone dies in your family, no matter how long or how wonderful a life they had was. I'll tell you what, Uncle Rudy was born in 1937. And I hope to get like a good 70 or 80 years under my belt. And I don't wild the fuck out with my life, so we'll see if I get there. But I truly want to send my condolences again to my aunt and my cousins and everyone in my family and everyone that knew Rudy. He's a cool ass dude. Also, missed this because I didn't do a podcast video show last week. Rest in peace out to Kobe Bryant. So yeah, it's been a year since the legend, basketball legend, but I see him more as an inspirational legend because I really liked it when he did his talks and his speeches and just how driven he was and all that. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. And Double K from People Under Stairs, rest in peace. No thank you, I don't want chair today. They always try to sell chairs out here. But man, dude, all is that to say, with all them rest in pieces that I just sent out, I want all y'all to do this. Tell your peoples that you love them while they're still here. That's right. I don't think we do that shit enough. We always miss everyone when they're dead and gone. But do we tell everyone that we love them while they're still here? I want y'all to find 10 people in your life that you love and you just haven't told in a while, being family, friends, shit like that, and send them a message. Be like, I love you, man. I love you, home girl. Call them up. I love you. Give them a FaceTime. I love you. Just tell them that shit. Tell them that you love them while they're still here, because we can all be gone like that. So now, back to the beautiful scenery and whatnot. Guys, holy shit. Dude, I found the dopest hidden beach in Sosua. I found the dopest hidden beach in Sosua. It's like, man, it's so beautiful. It's on all these cliffs. I'm gonna drop the name for you so you guys can find it too. It's called Playa Chiquita. It's across from the entrance of the Diamond Club if you need to look it up on maps and whatnot. But yo, take your asses down to Playa Chiquita. Check it out. Walk around the cliff. Be careful walking around the cliff because you could fall off the cliff and die quick as shit. Like, honestly, I was a little bit tipsy when I was over there the last 3 times, and I tell you what, boy, if I stumbled and fell off and if I did a regular DC club stumble when you come out the club and you're like, bow, 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 it would have been over. It would have been over. I would have fallen like 100 or more feet into the ocean and not been able to swim because, believe it or not, I'm not that great a swimmer. Yeah, it's a stereotype that black people can't swim. I actually just can't swim that good. I can swim good enough to save my life in a swimming pool. Or right out here on the beach where it's not too deep. I can swim good enough to save my life, but probably not if I'm drunk and I'm falling off a cliff. So, but anyways, so yo, I go over to this hidden beach, and shout out my friend Elizabeth. She was the first person to invite me over to the beach, the hidden beach, but I never walked around the cliffs or whatnot. And then shout out to my little friend Laura and her beautiful mom. Nika. Oh, she fun as shit. But anyways, shout out to them too, because last week they were like, yo, meet us over at Playa Chiquita for sundown. So I met them over at Playa Chiquita for sundown. It was just like breathtaking. Oh my God. You guys have to go to Playa Chiquita for sundown and sit on the cliff, because the cliff perfectly looks at the sun as it goes down. It's the most beautiful view. It's got Puerto Plata in the background. Look, it's just majestic. And get this shit. So I was at the hidden beach on Thursday, and you know, I was walking by myself as I usually do. I had a nice joint rolled up of that Cheramico garbage can weed that they got out here. Yeah, let me tell you, the marijuana that I used to get at fucking Kmart back in 1993, 1994, 1995 was still better than the fucking street weed you be getting out here. I'm just saying, that's some real shit. But still, it's better to have the Cheramico street weed than nothing, because I'd rather be high than be depressed all day. But anyways, back to my story. So I'm walking around the cliffs of Chiquita Beach, walking past all the mansions and resorts that can't wait to stay in some of these places. Can't wait to work out some deals and make some money with some of these places. But I walk into the woods, right? And as I'm walking in the woods, these three people are walking into the woods. This one dude, which by the way, I just saw him on my walk down to the beach, and these two girls. And I'm walking in the woods. I got my bottle of Brugal rum, which is like, Brugal's the shit out here. I don't even know if it's really good rum, but it's the shit out here. And I got my J rolled, and they all look at me. I look at them. They sit down. One of the girls, both very pretty girls, really nice girls. I don't have their names on me, but it's all on my Instagram. Like we are linked up in there. But one of them pulls out a bag of weed and starts rolling up. So I light the joint I got, and we just start conversating, man. And these three cats, they so fucking cool, I'm telling you. Marijuana brings the fucking world together. We set all the world leaders down and gave them some good weed to smoke, all the problems of the world would be worked out. I've always thought this, and I do truly believe this. And yes, I understand that marijuana is a drug too. Just like coffee is a drug, just like sugar is a drug, just like eating too much food is a drug. You do too much of the shit and you're a drug addict. But marijuana is the shit. So, anyways, so I meet new friends in the fucking woods of Chiquita Beach. And that's one of the things I love about Dominican Republic, because like, you know, even though there's a language barrier or whatnot, we now, thank God to Google, got Google Translate, so me and them are having full conversations out there, and it was nice. It was just nice, man. So look, before I go, I want y'all to remember, tell your people that you love them while they're still here. You know, send them a message, tell them that you love them, because you never know when might be the last time you see them. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the 4 or 5 people that have stopped me in the streets and been like, yo, Action Jackson. I'm like, oh, word, what's good? And they're like, yo, I love your video show, keep doing them. That shit really fucking makes me like really happy that someone else actually watches my video journals and shit and gets something out of them. And this one dude I met, like for instance, I went on the walk here to the beach. Dude I've never met before named Junior. I'm walking by the bank, which the line was long as fuck, so my landlord gonna have to wait on the rent a day or so. I'm not waiting in no 2-hour line to pay you rent. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait a day. But anyways, this dude Junior, he stopped me. He's like, "Yo, Action Jackson." I'm like, I look at him. I'm like, "Yeah, I've never met this nigga before in my life." So he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I watch your video show. I really like it. I get a lot out of it." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's dope. Nice to meet you, dude." Like, yo, that shit makes me happy as shit. And this dude I met last week, I believe his name was Phil. Real cool white dude from the United States, probably a little bit older than me. And he's like, "Yeah, I check out your video show. I really like it. Yo, keep it up. It really keeps me in touch with what's going on with Sosua." And I was like, "Word." And so that was like on a Tuesday. So then I saw Phil again on Friday. And Phil was like, "Yo, fucking, I went to the space alien sex art gallery you were talking about, and dude, you were so right. That place is amazing." He was like, "I stayed at that art gallery for 3 hours, just chilling at the art gallery. Like, you did not let me down. That was the spot to go to. Thank you." And for real, I love it when people stop me and tell me shit like that. That's the reason I do this part of it. It's because y'all need to see how great Sosua, Dominican Republic is. And I'm gonna spotlight everything I like and everything I can for you guys. So that way when you come and visit Sosua, you can see all the greatness that I see and all the wonderful and beautiful stuff that I see. So shout out Phil. I think his name's Phil. If it's not, my bad, but I think your name's Phil. Shout out Dre, who stopped me last week. Shout out Junior that stopped me today. And yeah, man, I'm gonna keep doing the show. I'm gonna keep doing the Action Talks podcast. I'm gonna keep doing the video shows. A lot of it's for my own mental health reasons. You know, a lot of it's also just for documenting my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to look back on this in like 20 years and be like, "Oh shit, that was really dope. Those times were great. This is amazing. I'm so happy that I came here." But whew. So now you're really seeing the boardwalk of Sosua. It's Monday. It's a slow day, and yo, it was actually cold this morning. Like, I mean, by cold, I mean it was like 70 degrees instead of 80, right? But, you know, like I talked to my dad today, he said it's like fucking 20 degrees or some shit like that back in Fairfax, Virginia, United States. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't miss that shit at all. I don't miss the cold, and I don't miss none of that at all. So, yeah, definitely don't. Gotta do a shameless plug. Please go to SosuaOverEverything.com. That's SosuaOverEverything.com. Me and Kevin are working on setting up the dopest website highlighting Sosua, Puerto Plata, and Cabarete areas. And right now, we got some really dope villas for rent. You can still get one for the Super Bowl, but don't just worry about the Super Bowl. Worry about getting out of America or Canada or whatever country you're from, so you can come and stay somewhere lovely with beach views and beautiful people. I mean, and that's that. And one last thing before I really wrap this up. I love you, Mommy. Thank you very much for the care package. Yes, my mom totally sent me a care package, and I got that shit in the mail. And yeah, that shit made my day. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it for today's Action Talks podcast. I hope you guys get something out of it. Go to Playa Chiquita. Tell your people that you love them while they can still hear it. And you guys have a wonderful start to February. Thank God January's over. January's always my toughest month of the year. And once that shit's over, the rest of the year is usually smooth. Love y'all. Like the show on YouTube, share it. Like the show on Spotify, share